get on this morning and talk about my autoimmune. So I don't really share this with a lot of people, and it's not because I'm ashamed or anything like that. It's just genuinely because I'm like not a whinger and I don't like whinging. I don't like putting people's, like, I'll whinge to myself, but I don't like putting my stuff onto other people, or, you know, there's enough stuff in the world. I don't need to put it out there. But I'm doing this for another reason. So the reason I'm doing this is that I've been like on a crazy journey with health and fitness and my autoimmune, everything. But the last probably maybe 9 months full on, I've definitely been more on the fitness side of things. And what I am starting to learn and realize is that there isn't a lot of information, coaches, relatability people to talk to, or even that speak up on Instagram or any socials talking about their autoimmune and then their fitness journey. And if there is, they're always selling a program, they're always, selling something, because that's just the way it is. But I'm not selling anything. I'm literally just on here talking about my autoimmune and my journey with it, with this fitness side of things, because it's very different to a normal person that I suppose just goes about their fitness journey, and all they've really got to worry about is, getting their fitness in, the calorie deficit, their steps, that kind of stuff. So mine, I'm finding, is very different and extra hard, of course, because that's just the way that it is for people that have autoimmunes. But it's also very rewarding, and it makes you very aware of yourself and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So, for example, I did my first cut just over Christmas and into the new year, and it did work to some degree, but it also didn't. Once again, the autoimmune played a part in that. Basically, I went into a calorie deficit. I went down from maintenance calories, which were around 2,295, down to 1,600 in the very last week. I did a 12-week cut, and I just slowly, progressively lowered my calories. So I expected, I didn't expect anything, but I had a goal to get to lose at least 5 to 6 kilos in the 12 weeks. And realistically, that was 250 grams to half a kilo a week, which is decent. And anyway, probably in the first maybe 6 weeks, I actually did lose 3 kilos, and I was like, wow, this is working, it's really great, it's awesome, yeah. And then the autoimmune came in, and it slowed me down. I ended up getting the chicken pox, and I also ended up having the flu, and my body just needed rest, and I needed to sleep, and I needed to basically literally do nothing. There was one point where I was waking up at probably 9 in the morning, and I'd wake up and all I could manage to eat was a little tiny bowl of coconut yogurt with some stewed apple, and then I would go straight back to sleep, and I would be asleep till maybe 2 in the afternoon. That was with the chicken pox. And anyway, over and again for 9 days straight. No gym, no moving, no steps, no walking, because this was you don't want to be seen with it. There was spots and everything everywhere. But anyway, so I had no energy, and I felt sick all the time and itchy, and just, it was gross. So anyway, after the 9 days of doing nothing, which I've been doing a lot for probably 9 months, and doing nothing for 9 days, sleeping, I lost 6 kilos. So that just goes to show how rundown immune system from like overdoing it. Calorie deficit wasn't enough calories for someone with an autoimmune, which now I'm aware of. Anyway, so yeah, that was a really big eye-opener for me. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that, because I feel like everyone thinks, or they think they know what they're doing, or they think because they watch a couple of social media people that, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I got this together. Yep, I know what's happening. I know what to do. I'm going to push my body. I'm going to push it. I'm just going to keep pushing it, and it's just going to get there, and that's all I got to do. And that's definitely what I thought. I mean, I was aware to some degree that I needed rest days. You know, I only train 5 days a week. It's not like I'm doing 6-7 days a week. Anyway, and then it just goes to show how much my body needed rest. It needed no inflammation, no stress in the way of just literally stopping and just, you know, doing nothing. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that and see if anyone else out there has an autoimmune, if they have had similar experiences on their journey, and what they think is like an even balance, because that's what I'm after right now, is like a balance, because I want to be active and do things all the time, and I still do to some degree, but I know that there's a very important part of me balancing it out, and I've integrated that into my weekly life at the moment. There's always 2 rest days. They're just rest days. There's literally nothing. I mean, maybe some steps, but I wouldn't say like, you know, over 10,000 or anything. Like, it's just whatever my body needs that day. I do that on the 2 rest days, and every other day is training till, I wouldn't say failure, but kind of like I do push myself a lot because I want the muscles to grow, but I am also conscious that, you know, like, I don't want to be completely exhausted. I make sure I've got the fuel, the food, the anti-inflammation food, like mainly a paleo kind of lifestyle, not a lot of like, I know I need carbs and I do have them, but I don't tend to rely on easy access, typical carbohydrates that probably typical bodybuilder, gym, fitness people have, which is like oats and rice. I don't have those. I can't have those. My body does not like them. They cause a lot of inflammation. So I'll definitely rely more on whole foods. Always. There's always like basically meat and veg and fruit, and the carbohydrates come from the fruit and the veg and natural sources, and they're not packaged, and they're not they're not full of glyphosates. They're not full of any of that nasty crap that everyone puts in their body. But that's just because my body reacts really shit to it. So that's just what I know works for me. Other people might find that they're fine with it, and I'm sure they are at this moment in time. But yeah, so just thought I'd share that, and thanks for listening. If anyone wants to reach out, send me a message. Thank you.